Hello everyone, this video covers Module 14. So Module 14 is the last module for drama or playwriting. This is the module where you will not only get feedback on your drama, your play piece, but you will also submit it to me. So we're doing everything, it's just a little bit more condensed than some of our other units, just because we didn't have as much time for this genre. We usually spend more time on the other two. Playwriting is not something that's very common for students to be interested in. This genre is just in here to get some more variety for your creative work, and it is a little bit more challenging. So some students find that this assignment in particular is one of the harder ones that they have to write. So the 10-minute play assignment is here again, just like it was in the previous unit. Same assignment. You're working on the same play that you did for the plan that you created, and make sure that you follow all of the directions for the requirements. And then I have some more resources in here for you. So this is some tips on just playwriting in general and how to kind of come up with some good ideas and for dialogue and that kind of thing. These are both published by theater companies, so it's really useful. And then my instructor video here, which I'm pretty sure was published or was posted in one of the previous units as well. It's just kind of goes through the stages of writing a play, if that's useful for you. And then I've got some more information on writing dialogue with some examples. That's the hardest part, I think, for most students, is just getting the play written without writing anything other than dialogue, because the dialogue has to carry the story, but at the same time you want it to be something that sounds natural to be said on stage. And so really working on what could be said without having the characters just give a list of things that they wouldn't normally say to each other. So that can be a little bit of a challenge. You're going to be doing two things then with your play. First thing you'll do is, once you have a draft done, submit to the feedback discussion board, just like we've done before. Remember, again, feedback discussion board means that you need to leave enough time for your peers to actually give you feedback. And so the response post needs to, you need to have enough time for the response post. So make sure that you post your play, kind of in the middle of the week for that purpose. And just like you've done before, you just submit the file, and then as you're the peer responder, make sure that you're looking for plays with no responses first, so that way everyone has more of a chance of actually getting feedback. And then you do only need to respond to one other play, so the number of posts is going to be shorter for this one, so we only have 2 required posts. And then that way I'm hoping that everybody will have enough time to get that done this week, because the plays not only take longer to write, but they also take longer to read. So when you're the peer editor, it just takes a little bit longer. Make sure that you are giving specific feedback, so copy and paste lines and that kind of thing. You do not need to download their file and leave inline feedback though. And then this is the spot for your 10-minute play submission. So you want to actually submit the file here for me to assess and give you feedback on. And then of course you'll finish the module with the self-assessment quiz, which will give you a score on all of that. So that is the module. Like I said, make sure that you are looking at that play plan before you really get into drafting the play, because it's such a challenge. If you need some feedback on what you're writing before you actually submit that for me to assess, then go ahead and send me an email. Send me a draft through email if you're not sure what you're doing is correct. But otherwise, typically with the play plan, most students kind of have a good feel for whether or not their idea will work. So that is the module. We are almost to the end of the semester. We only have 2 modules after this one, and they are all related to the final project for the class. So just kind of keep that in mind, that we are pretty much done. We're done with all the major work for the class, and so you really need to be paying attention to your grade, emailing me if you see any issues, if you have any questions. Just keep on top of that stuff, because at the end of the semester, the last few weeks, it's really hard for me to help students with that kind of issue. that they should have been telling me about earlier. So if you have any questions, send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.